Energized show, up the Irish.
Okay, what's going on, guys, and welcome to a brand new episode of Energized, The Face Off. Ross,
are you intoxicated or something?
Introduce the guest, man.
Today we have the headliner for Cage Warriors 153 in Dublin. It is champion versus champion. It is Rhys McKee versus Judo Jimmy Wallhead. Lads, this is a big one. Are you excited?
Yeah, we're excited. We're excited for sure.
Absolutely. I'm very excited, lads.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Baz jumping out of the seat. Jimmy, we'll start with you. The away fighter. How are you feeling about coming over to Dublin and upsetting a few people?
I'm just excited to come over. I've always wanted to fight in Dublin, fight in Ireland, and one off the bucket list. Looking forward to the challenge. Looking forward to the crowd. Waiting for the booze, and just another day in the office, isn't it? And Rhys is a game day fighter. I know he'll be there, and it's going to be a tough test. And again, as always, relishing the challenge, and can't wait. And then I can stop doing this shit, get fat, and just coach. So can't wait, can't wait.
You can join the club,
is that a hint? Is that a hint, Jimmy, that this is the last one out for you?
Think so, dude. Think so.
And Rhys, what does that mean to you? Is that a bit of an honor to be Judo Jimmy Wallhead's last fight?
Yeah, of course. I've watched a lot of Jimmy's fights. I've watched a lot of his career. So if I'm the last dance partner he's going to have, then it's going to be it's an honor, of course. But we're going to have a hell of a fight first. I know that, and Jimmy's as game as anyone. So I'm sure we are in for a fun 25 minutes.
Rhys, if it's Jimmy's last fight, are you going to let him win?
Listen, I play.
Go on.
I play my niece in board games, and I can't even let her win, even when her mum's looking at me. So we can't let anybody win. We know the game, but it's it's all respect, and we'll throw down for 25 and then do our thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Rhys, the 3 Arena. A lot of people dream about fighting here. This is almost like second home for you. It's probably the arena you fought more times in your entire pro career. What does it mean for you to headline on this occasion?
Yeah, special. I made my pro debut in this arena. I think this is maybe fight number 7 or 6 in this arena. So, a lot of love for the Dublin crowd, and I've competed there a long time. So, to be back and defend the world title, and it's a nice story. It's like it's all kind of coming up to this point of the mountain. So, yeah, like it is nice. Dublin's nice, and Belfast was closer to home, but this is probably as much as a homecoming as Belfast was, in fairness.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously, Jimmy alluded to that this was his last one, but would you like this to be your last one in Cage Warriors going forward? And
I thought you were going to say, is that going to be my last fight ever? I'm like,
no. Last fight in Cage Warriors.
You can go retire together.
Call back up.
If we can retire together and leave our gloves in. Okay, no. This will be my last fight for Cage Warriors for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely a stacked card. Tell us this, Rhys. What do you think it means to get the Cage Warriors banner back to Dublin? It's been a very, very long time since we've had a Dublin show. I think you're probably talking the Helix maybe last time we were back there.
Yeah, it's big. It's big for the country. It's big for the scene. To be honest, we're probably in a position now where we're really ready for it. Maybe a few years ago, maybe we didn't have as many names and to fill a card. But look at that. Like, that card is crazy. And it's almost one of them fight cards you wish you weren't on so you could watch all the fights. But it's a special card, and it's stacked from bottom to top, so it means a lot for Ireland and the north of Ireland, and it all comes to one in the Free Arena.
Oh, absolutely. And then Jimmy, I do want to touch on your career as a whole as well. Obviously, you've fought in nearly every organisation under the sun. But where does the fight against Rhys rank amongst your entire career?
It's a massive fight, isn't it? Unification bout, and going into hostile territory to have a war with a very tough man. So it's up there. It's one of the biggest fights of my career. But again, like the last two, I thought were going to be the last one. And then obviously this opportunity came up, so we'll go again, innit? But there's no pressure on me. Rhys, I was disappointed in Rhys, chatting a bit of shit before. I've seen his little videos and that, but it's all part of the game, I guess. But if he genuinely believes what he's saying,
Did you think it was nasty? Did you think it was nasty? That wasn't nasty. I said only fight talk. You know, it's what I believe.
Yeah, fair play. But I don't think you believe that I'm old guard and I've not evolved and I've never been gone. COVID happened. I got injured in a bit of COVID. I've been constantly evolving. I'm still grafting for you like I want to be the UFC champion. So I'm coming in ready. It might be my last one, but I ain't leaving like a pussy. You know what I mean? I'm leaving now. I've done my whole career. But there's no pressure on me, like zero. Like no one gives a shit about me. So, you know what I mean? I'm done. I ain't going back to UFC.
They give a shit, you know?
Well, you know.
We all give a shit, Jimmy.
I'm not going to UFC. I'm not looking to carry on fighting on Cage Warriors. I'm just happy. It's a massive fight. I respect Rhys. A great last dance partner. Tough as fuck. Going to bring out the best in me. I'm preparing with him to my fullest. And, I've gone rabbit on now, but it ranks one of the most important fights in my career. And I'm looking forward to it. And, he makes me work hard. I know what you're bringing, lad. I know what you're bringing. So...
was 100%. Like, you know, it's and you know, I'm definitely not overlooking you in any way. If you know, yes, it's crazy what's going on here. It's it's a lot of work. Jimmy Wallhead wakes me up in the morning. You know, when
a bit weird.
Yeah,
you're dreaming about me.
You know, when the sun comes out running. So no, listen, this is the challenge I needed. I fought some experienced guys in my career, and this is the real chance to see if I can overcome that experience card, and you are the man to bring out the challenge in me. So it's one I relish for sure.
Have to make sure to catch the lads at Cage Warriors 153 Dublin, April 29th, live on UC Fight Pass, Ross. Also, if you want to get tickets, make sure to get on to Rhys and make sure to get on to Jimmy. Ross, this is going to be a cracking card.
Yeah, it definitely will be. It will be an insane card. Rhys, obviously you saw Jimmy fight Figlak for the interim title. What did you make of that fight, and what did you make of Jimmy's performance? It was a serious knockout in the end.
Yeah, 100%. I've watched both Jimmy's fights and his return to Cage Warriors and stuff. And if I'm being really truthful, I was hopeful he would beat Figlak because I knew that would be a much more interesting match for me. So he done that. It was a fantastic performance. Any fight fan in the world is going to be impressed with what he's done. Do you know what I mean? So, like I said in any of my other interviews, like I need the big fights. I only want the people that people want to tune in. Like people will tune in to watch this interview because it's a big fight. If it was Figlak and stuff, it didn't make as much sense. So, I'm happy for Jimmy. It was a good performance, and there's not much more I can say than that.
I suppose Jimmy being to the UFC before as well is another box that gets ticked for you, Rhys, along the way.
Yeah, of course, and just the vast experience he has, and the team he's from is like so well thought of. Like he's the full package. So in terms of an opponent, it's really everything I want in my Sherdog. So that's why this fight is so exciting.
And then Jimmy, obviously you were saying you watched some of Rhys's videos in the build-up. Maybe something rubbed you up the wrong way. Was there one thing in particular that he said that maybe got you up that little bit earlier to train that bit harder?
No, I had a lay-in, and then McDonald's breakfast, and then went to the gym. No, I'm joking. Just he thinks I'm the old guard. That little comment annoyed me a little bit. But it ain't going to make me bite. It ain't going to make me come and try and take his head off and walk onto shots. So it's going to make me more focused and more disciplined and on my toes, moving, and even more focused to play the game properly. So, but that was it. But it's all fun and games. I like Rhys, man. Me and Rhys have had a couple of DMs with each other. You know what I mean? I was disappointed in you, Rhys. I feel like a dad, innit? I'm disappointed in you. I thought more of you, So, but no, we've got to sell this fight. And, we can talk shit or we can talk respect. It's going to be a fucking entertaining fight, and that's what people care about ultimately. So I'd rather not talk too much shit. Rather say some facts. I'm coming in the best me. Rhys coming in the best him. And 110% is going to be fireworks. And, man, like I say, pressure's on Rhys.
I've never felt the pressure yet. It's
Good.
I fought in Belfast. It's literally 20 minutes from my house. Yeah, pressure. I love it. Like, the bigger the arena.
Yeah, oh, you're a game day fighter, like 100%, 100%.
Yeah. And like you coach these kids that are the same as me. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like sometimes when I'm training, I'm like, I just want to get to the fight. So 100% the pressure. Like, I'm not saying I don't understand the word, but like it's just not for me.
Yeah. Good.
And Jimmy, on top of that, what did you make of Rhys' last fight in Belfast? It was a fight of the year contender. Like, that versus Burlinson was insane.
It was fight of the year, wasn't it? It was fight of the year. Yeah. What a fantastic fight. I mean, fair play to Rhys, man. Fucking tough old boy, you Rhys, man. That was some impressive shit, It was a great fight. How could anyone not be entertained by that, A bit of adversity came through it and finished on top. And Justin's, a very tough young man, a hungry, focused young man himself. So, it was a massive achievement for Rhys. And I was very impressed. It was very good performance.
And then Rhys said, Jimmy touched on some DMs there. What did the DMs between Rhys McKee and Jimmy Wallhead look like?
Keep sending me dick pics. Fucking weird.
We need proof. We need proof here, Rhys.
There's not much to see. No, I think at the time when I was injured, maybe Jimmy made a wee video, and I just kind of said that like once I'm healed up, we'll get it done. Because I always knew we would, never turn the fight down in my career, and I just wanted to know that we could do it. And then it was like, wish you a nice Christmas and a peaceful Christmas, and then it was have a safe camp. So yeah, that was it. It's nothing too exciting. It wasn't Tinder or anything like that. It was just straight messages.
No kiss hearts, no love heart emojis. Fuck all. Just short and sweet. It was nice. Yeah. It was nice.
Respectful, but no love.
Lads, do you think this is the biggest fight that's going to happen in Cage Warriors this year?
I can't think of any others on there. Throw a couple more out there. I can't think off the top of my head.
I think it's a promotional thing. I think after this, they'll get this fight out of the way, and then they'll look for the next biggest one, and they'll dub that the next biggest. So, I mean, as far as me and Jimmy's concerned, this is the biggest fight of the year for sure.
Yeah, I think when you're looking at the biggest fights, you tend to look at the champions, and it's probably rare to get a champion versus champion fight in Cage Warriors for a start, which is huge. And on top of that, like, your guys' names carry a lot of weight. Like, you look at some of the other champions, and you're like, they don't quite have the dance partner that you guys have. So, like, to me, I think it's the biggest fight of the year. I think a return to Dublin is huge. Like, 3 Arena is a much bigger venue than Cage Warriors normally do. Like, everything sort of adds up. If you look at the undercard as well, like, it all gears up to this fight. Like, I think in terms of people getting tickets for this fight, I think the price of the ticket is worth its weight in gold for this main event alone. Like, if this was the only fight in the card, it'd be worth it.
Sorry for interrupting. Yeah, we're meant to be doing giveaways for tickets as well. Ross, carry on.
Yeah, we will be. Yeah, like, this fight is stacked from top to bottom, but this main event has something special about it. So I can't wait to see that. We were talking to Graham Boyle over the London event, and he said he gives some tickets to give away. So we just need to follow up with him on that, and we'll definitely come up with some sort of competition. But
he had the Energized glasses on when he said that as well, by the way.
Yeah, he did. all the Skeletor and Judo Jimmy fans can definitely get onto us once we have the competition up and live to come see it. But this one would definitely not to be missed if you are a fight fan in Ireland, or if you're consider ever wanting to feel that Dublin crowd feel and you're coming over from the UK. This is the one to come do it for.
Jimmy, I think it's going to be UFC London as well, but
hey, what?
I think the Cage Warriors Dublin crowd is going to beat the UFC London crowd.
Yeah.
I can't wait for it.
I left after our fight, so I didn't see it, so it was dead. So I think you're better than that.
Rhys, how's this? Are you bringing much of a crowd down from Belfast?
Yeah, just like yourself, it's like if you're fighting at home, there's going to be a few hundred people coming down. So over 200 tickets gone from local area, like, so it'll be a big arena, and it'll be packed full of fans, But one thing about a Dublin crowd, and Jimmy will experience this too. I'm sure he's seen plenty of crowds, like they're fight fans first, So I'd be very surprised if Jimmy get booed. They might cheer a bit less, but they're fight fans first, and it's a hell of an arena and hell of people around it. So they're just fight fans more than anything. More than race fans, or fight fans.
And Jimmy, will we have a big Hardy Wallhead continue coming over, knowing that it's the last dance?
I think 6 are coming. No, a few, I don't know, about 30, 40, something like that. Nothing crazy. Oh, the other one use my ticket link as usual. They've all done off their own back. So I think there's about 30 or 40 coming. 30 or 40. So it'll be nice. They'll be loud. I'll hear them. So, and like we said, fight fans, as long as the crowd enjoy every bit of it, that's all I care about. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. Entertainment, man.
Yeah,
absolutely. And look, obviously, Rhys, your last fight was a war. How do you expect this fight to play out? Will it be something similar, or are you looking to take less damage in this fight? Which is probably the obvious answer is yes.
I mean, yeah, it definitely has the makings to be that type of fight. As this Justin Gaethje saying in one of his interviews for that last fight, he just seems to keep getting in these fights. So, I'm definitely not ruling out that it's going to be one of them ones. But I think in my book, I'm coming in for a nice, clean performance here, and to show like a real calculated version of myself. So, and I had that was meant to happen against Justin too, and the fight just happened. So I can go both ways, and I really don't mind. But as long as I leave with my hand in the air, and that's all I'm after, regardless of how that goes down.
Yeah, and if you win, will you get the 2 belts in the one picture?
The 2 belts in the one. What do you mean?
Well, Jimmy's belt and your own belts. You'll have one over each shoulder.
No. There's only one belt here, and regardless, I think we both would only have one belt.
And Jimmy, what about yourself? How do you see the fight playing out? Are you coming in there looking for the knockout, or what way do you see it going?
MMA fight, isn't it? It's an MMA fight. Let's see what Rhys brings to the table. I ain't looking for a knockout. I wasn't in my last two. My last 2 game plans was take him down and work them boys on the ground. So that went well. So we'll see.
That last knockout was vicious. Like that was crazy.
We'll see. I'm happy for the fight to go anywhere. I'm constantly, evolving in each area, adding tools. Even at my age, I'm always trying to evolve. I'm not ever happy with where I'm at. So, I've learned some new bits and bobs, and hopefully get to showcase them skills that I've been working hard on. And again, comes back to Rhys being, a fantastic adversary on the night. And I think we'll bring the best out of each other. I honestly don't know how to fight. You can't. It's all still talking it. We get in there, it all goes fucking everywhere, doesn't it? So see how we bounce off each other. You know what I mean? We could both be doing whatever we're doing to our training partners, but we get in there and we bounce off each other. It's a totally different look, isn't it? So neither of us can really predict it. It's just bullshit. If you try and say this is going to happen, it is bullshit. It never goes as planned. It's going to be it's going to be whatever.
It's hard not to be a fan of Jimmy, isn't it? It's hard not to be a fan of Jimmy.
Yeah.
It's
really.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And I'm honest, I think we bring out the best in each other. Nothing but respect for you, lad. It's going to be great.
And Rhys, what do you think of the old dog getting some new tricks?
Oh, for sure. Like, listen, it's, as Jimmy knows, and like we're saying, again, this is the nicest interview we're ever going to do. But like, regardless of what's said, it's all talk, and I know Jimmy's improving every day, and, he coaches a lot too. So that makes someone's game get even better. His understanding of everything is so well developed. So like, listen, I know he has new tools being added every day and every session. So, yeah, I do not doubt that in the slightest.
There we have it, Ross. Lads, do you have anything else to say to each other before we wrap things up? Because I'm actually really enjoying this, but the show does go down on April 29th in Dublin's Tree Arena. Like, I think everyone that's watching this now is just absolutely buzzing for it. Anything else to say to each other, lads?
Just listen, just have a nice few final weeks of camp, and you're coming to Dublin in a few weeks.
Yeah, I'll see you in 2 weeks for a bit of media, right? We've got a few hours of media, haven't we? Yeah, I'll see you there.
And unlike for an hour anyway.
Hey, what's that?
We'll dislike each other for an hour for photos.
Yeah, we'll pretend, innit? You can give me a cuddle around the back, innit? When everyone's gone, yeah?
Don't forget the Energized glasses for those photos, lads.
Never paying us. Don't forget the bank transfer.
Yeah, no worries. It's on the way. We'll send yours to Pat McAllister, Rhys, and Jimmy will send yours to Dan Hardy. Don't worry about it. The bank transfer's en route.
Perfect.
But guys, look, it's going to be an absolutely incredible fight. We're going to be there. Can't wait to see you do the business. Let the best man win. And look, it's going to be an event to be remembered. If anyone is unsure whether they think they should go or not, like, you should definitely go. It's going to be one of the events of the year. Cage Warrior shows never disappoint from start to finish. For anyone who's up in Belfast will know that these fights on the card from top to bottom are absolutely epic. So make sure to get your tickets. If you use guys' links, probably helps them out a bit more. So definitely do if you can. Make sure to
run a
like, share,
competition
subscribe.
as well, by the way.
Don't forget about the competition.
Yeah,
it will happen when it happens. Probably the next week or so. So we'll definitely let you know all about that. And best luck to both guys. And as always, Basmo,
Cheers, boys.
stay energized.
Energized show, up the Irish. Been sussing you guys a couple of times. I've seen a couple of clips. I think you've done some interviews with Dylan Moran and that I saw. So keep going, keep up the good work, guys.